If you'd like to learn songs faster and build flow in 3 simple steps, then this is the video for you. I'm Skeet Williams. Welcome to my SkeetGuitar channel. Let's dive straight in. Most people think learning songs is just about playing it back to back on repeat, but that's not the case. In fact, our brains don't really work that way, especially early on. In this lesson, I'm going to show you a method I use with all of my private students all of the time. It helps them learn songs faster with fewer mistakes and build that all-important flow. We'll use Let It Be by the Beatles as an example. Now I've put the capo on the 5th fret so we can use a much more familiar G shape for this, and it puts us in the original key, but this method works regardless of the capo. Step 1 is about focusing on just the chord changes. Most people, when they're learning, once they're in the chord, actually can play the chord really cleanly. But it's as they come to change, that's where it falls apart. They stumble, the rhythm goes out of time. It just ceases to be musical. So the first thing we're going to do is learn just the moment of chord change. Now the chords we're going to need for Let It Be by the Beatles with the capo on the 5th fret are a G, a D, an E minor, and a C. G, D, E minor, C. Okay, so hopefully you can play all of those chords. And if you can, what we're now going to do is just strum on beat number 1 and change efficiently and smoothly and in time. A little bit later down the line, we can look at introducing a much more complicated strumming pattern. But for now, we have to deal with getting smooth chord changes. All I'd like you to do, and please join in with me, is just strum on beat number 1. I'm going to count, and then I'm going to let you know what the next chord is, but you could jot this down. I'll put some chords up on the screen here somewhere. G, D, E minor, C, and then on the second cycle, we'll go G, D, C, G. Again, we'll put some chord boxes up here. So I'll count along and I will strum on beat 1. I'll give a count of 4. On the next one, you're going to strum, we'll count, and then we'll change chord and strum on the 1. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to the D, 4, and 1, 2, 3 to the E minor, 4, and 1, 2, 3 to the C, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2. Let's loop it. 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4 to D, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4 to C, 2, 3, 4 to G, 2, 3, 4 to D, 2, 3, 4 to C, 2, 3, back to G, 2, 3, 4. How was that, guys? Hopefully that's simple enough for you to just get in the pocket. Don't worry about this hand, just strum the ones, get these smooth. The next stage to this is to layer it up a little bit. So now what we will do is we'll strum on beats 1 and 3. Now that's akin to a drummer's kick and snare, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we will just do 2 simple down strums. So again, join in with me. I'll play it through a few times. So if you fall off, just get back on. Let's focus on getting these chord changes smooth. So after 4, let's jump in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4 and G, 2, 3, 4 and B, 2, 3, 4 to C, 2, 3, 4 and G, 2, 3. Let's loop that. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and D, 2, 3, 4 E minor, 2, 3, 4 and C, 2, 3, 4 and G, 2, 3, 4 and D, 2, 3, 4 to C, 2, 3, 4 and G, 2, 3, 4 and rest. How are you getting on with that, guys? Look, if you're finding these lessons useful, please do me a favour. I create all this content for free, so a like, a subscribe and a comment help me more than you will ever know. Every time somebody comments on one of my videos, it tells the YouTube algorithm that I'm creating good content, it's useful and it's helpful to people, and it will show it to more and more people. So yeah, please guys, just leave me a little comment. Is this helping? Could I do anything different for you? Is there any song you'd like to learn? Drop me a comment and I'll do my best to make that happen. So whilst this lesson has never been about learning Let It Be, it's been about isolating chord changes. Let's just have a little bonus tip here and look at what we can do with this strumming hand to bring this song together, to do that merge that I always talk about. Sort the left hand, sort the right hand, and just combine them together. So what am I doing for that strumming pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So it's almost like what we were doing in exercise number 2 from here, beats 1 and 3. The only difference is now with beat 1, we're only going to play 1 or 2 strings, right? Just like a bass note or a couple of bass notes. So rather than going all the way through, let's just sweep that hand across. Look at my strumming hand. Not pushing down, okay? So there's the 1. 1, 2, 3. Now the 3, I'm digging a bit deeper on that one. I'm catching 4 or 5. Again, I'm never really strumming all 6 strings. Those bass notes are still ringing out. They're a bedrock for us to add some colour to. So you just sort of flick through. You probably notice I don't use a pick either, but it works with a pick. I just pretend I'm holding one and use the back of my nail bed. So 1, 2, 4, I play as a silent one, but notice my hand moves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just as I'm coming back for the 1, I'm allowing the back of my thumb or the back of your pick just to clip a couple of these high strings, again, just to add a texture. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Now with everything that I do with this subdivision, we don't need to change chord right now. We're working on getting our chord changes smooth. Let's work on getting our strumming pattern smooth, and then we merge, we combine. So 1 chord only, it's all we need for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Join in. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 3, 4. Couple more. 2, 3. The last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Little things to notice with strumming, by the way. I will do a deeper dive into strumming. Again, if you're interested, leave me a comment. And if enough people are, I'll happily jump in and do something like that for you. But to strum correctly, what you should be doing is all of the beats, in other words, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, they're going to be strummed in a downward direction. All of those off beats, the ands, 1 and 2 and, you're just going to come up for them. That is the correct way to strum. So we're ready for that merge, okay? It's a bar on each chord. Nice and slow, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4 and change, 2, 3, 4 and change, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you got that? Nice and slow, join in if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, 3. Start again. 1, 2, 3, 4 to D, 2, 3, 4 and minor, 2, 3, 4 C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. Okay, maybe you want a deeper dive into Let It Be. All you have to do is drop me a comment, and if enough people are interested, I'll happily do your video for Let It Be. So how's that feeling? Are you able to play along? Don't forget, keep these strums really light, bass and treble. I've got loads and loads of videos on here, guys, like early Travis picking stuff, just guitar beginner day one videos, which covers a lot of these sort of strumming methods that I use, sculpting the sound, never hitting all 6 strings and creating a racket. You know, we want to make something beautiful. Yeah, so hopefully that was helpful to you. If it was, please hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. One more thing, I do offer a subscription service over on my Facebook channel. It's a private group. It costs 99 pence a month for access. That's less than $1 per month, guys. And for the access, you get behind the scenes stuff, exclusive performances, free tabs for anything that I've got up on the internet, some exclusive lessons. I'm even, I'm on hand to answer questions for you. You can post some stuff into the group and I'll help you solve your problem. It's 99 pence a month, less than $1. It's price locked for life and you can cancel at any time. So your biggest commitment is 1 month. I say give it a go. I post new lessons every Wednesday, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Come back, let me know how you're getting on. Happy playing. I've been Skeet. I'll see you next week.